What's up, you guys? Sean Ross Sapp. Here we are, Tyson Roy Jones Jr. Watchalong. There's no footage on this, so if you click this being a cheapskate, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Do not thumb us down. That was your bad. You
should do better. Yeah, leave us a thumbs up. Leave us a thumbs up. Subscribe. Tap that bell for notifications. We're over here on the Fightful MMA channel. While you're here, check out all the stuff that this guy down here is doing. Shakiel Mahjouri, how you doing, Shaq?
Doing good. I am trying to watch Tyson versus Jones and Josh Parisian versus Parker Porter at the same time. Both are probably going to be sloppy heavyweight messes, so that's fun.
We've got Jeremy Lambert. He's writing all kinds of great content at Fightful. He's also on The Distraction, reviewing movies on Tuesdays, talking news and mainly basketball on Thursdays. And he does gameplay videos all the time. Show him some love. Jeremy, you just got done with like a 3-hour game stream.
Yeah, we Joseph and Joel Pearl and I played SmackDown vs. Raw in 2010 for 3 hours. Did the campaign mode. It's a terrible game. I thought that game was good. It's not. It's actually kind of bad.
So right now we are watching, and we all had to get at the same time for this. So if we're a little bit like, I don't want to say off kilter, but off of where you guys are, that's okay. We're watching walkouts right now. We'll tell you as things happen. That way you can kind of sync up if you're watching after the fact. But we're going to react to this fight as it happens. Mike Tyson, his first fight since 2005. And there are a very unique set of rules. But what's your pick, Jeremy?
I said Tyson knockout 3rd round. That's my official prediction.
Really?
Yeah.
Jack, what do you think?
Roy Jones Jr. is going to dance around, and Mike Tyson is going to be dry heaving halfway through.
Oh, man. Like I hear 8 rounds. I like the 2-minute rounds. I like that. That's very good. Mike Tyson has made his way out to the ring. By the way, guys, remember to subscribe. We're going to be doing some watch-alongs for stuff like this in the future. Some of the bigger stuff I'll be around for, but we've got a bit of a different approach coming to FightfulMMA.com. That will come into focus a little bit more in the coming weeks. But while you're here, check out all the great stuff that Shaq is doing on the channel at FightfulMMA.com. If you want your question or statement read on the air, like our boy Jobber's doing, he says, sharing the love, 5 a.m., hope it's worth it. Donate to Super Chat. Okay, guys. Shaq, did you see the Nate Robinson knockout?
Oh, that was... I wrote on Twitter, I can feel the presence of Jake Paul's ego from my studio here in Vancouver, Canada. I mean, Jake looked really good, so I got to give him credit for something. If it's anything, I guess it might as well be combat sports.
Yeah, it's like, here's the thing. Hannah says, Sean was supposed to take today off. I got to watch this freak show. There's no way that I can't. But... yeah, you can at least say that he knocked out what I would consider an elite athlete. He was a decent to good NBA player. So, I mean, there's that, but not an accomplished boxer, Jeremy.
No, when was the last time Nate Robinson was in the league anyway? Like
a couple years ago.
I'm sure he's still in like decent shape and everything. Like he's obviously still a good athlete, but like Floyd Mayweather's on the phone with Jake Paul's manager and is like, let's do this fight.
It was 5 years ago. He has been playing all over the world though. Yeah. He, as of a couple years ago, 3-time dunk champion, but he's a 1-time faceplant champion now.
Well, he faceplanted 3 times. It's just
he got knocked out 3 times in that fight.
Okay, so he matched his slam dunk champion output. And I liked Nate Robinson. I always did. In fact, I always thought that Paul Pierce was an absolute dick when he was celebrating that one time, and Nate Robinson went to jump on his shoulders, and Paul Pierce was just doing this, and Nate Robinson went ass over tea kettle. You're a dick, Paul Pierce, but at least this will no longer be the most embarrassing thing that ever happened. Jake Paul, was it Jake Paul?
Yes.
Paul. Jake Paul treated Nate Robinson like Nate Robinson treated Yao Ming, and that is impressive. Hannah got put in timeout for I don't even know how that happened.
You don't know how that happened, Sean?
Did you do that?
cannot confirm or deny.
Sean, we got, if I may, it's Daniel Vasquez who's speaking to us from Facebook. Says, where do I send a super chat? I don't see all on YouTube.
It's at youtube.com/FightfulMMA. That's where you get all of our MMA content. We are not live on the wrestling channel right now. We are at youtube.com/Fightful. So if you're watching live on my Twitter, if you're watching live on our Facebook, which is facebook.com/FightfulOnline, go over to youtube.com/FightfulMMA. Shaq, tell the people what you got going on over here.
Oh man, lots of goodies. You know, we're trying to have fun with it. I think the big thing right now is we had UFC fighter Max Griffin react to some Black Friday fights. That's trending really well. If you want to go watch that, make sure you leave a thumbs up, counteract some of the racist, gross people that are commenting on those videos. That'd be great.
Or just block those people, Shaq.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have been. It happened. Don't worry. Otherwise, yeah, just we're very close to my personal 3,000 subscriber goal for the end of the year. We're at about 2,900. So subscribe would be so
do what I do. Tell them you're gonna
accounts.
Tell them you're gonna teabag their mothers, then block them.
Sean,
that's what I do.
The only thing I fear more than you is my girlfriend. And the words teabagging your mom leaving my mouth will get me put in timeout.
See, the funny thing
right then, somebody clip that and send it to Shaq's girlfriend.
Oh, man. So, guys, yeah, please show that some love. Quite frankly, we wanted to do a different approach for Fightful MMA, and Shaq is really good at that. And we've got, we were talking about content ideas with Jeremy even before we got on the air. There's going to be content at youtube.com/FightfulMMA. There already is, rather, that you're not getting anywhere else. People are asking, are those legit or are they showpieces?
They're my dad's, because unfortunately my dad is cooler than I am. They are mostly decorative, like they're swords. You can hit someone with them and cut them. But here, I got a goodie that was too heavy for that rack. One sec.
As of right now, by the way, guys, Tyson and Jones are being introduced in the ring.
Do not ask me for the specifics here, but all I know is that this one is legit. It was used by a samurai, and it did cut some fools back in the day. Let me try and not cut this fool.
Yeah, please don't hurt yourself.
There we go. So we got nice old sword here. Yes, sir. I will get you the specifics, but Aaron Bronstetter of TSN kept hassling me for having a bare bones background. So
not saying I'm going to rob you, but how much would that get me at a pawn shop?
I genuinely could not tell you, but what I would tell you is that my dad probably has one of these next to his bed, so I do not.
I was saying, why are you going to rob this man when he has all these swords?
That's a good point.
Like, you're not going to laugh.
It's like, did you see Jeremy where somebody tried to rob John Jones?
Yeah,
and he chased him with a shotgun.
Like, dude. What is going on here?
His family consists of NFL players and him. Come on. Well, here we go. They are face to face. This shit show is about to happen. Reminder, guys, donate a super chat, your question or statement read on the air. Shaq does a podcast on Friday afternoons in which you can do that. And it's happening. Mike Tyson looking light on his feet. With some good jabs, too.
I told you, Tyson's winning this if he doesn't collapse like Shaq said.
We got Mike Tyson landing punches already. Okay, I'm just being honest. In the opening minute, outside of Mike Tyson's back foot jumping off the ground, Mike Tyson's technique actually doesn't look too bad.
Tyson was training for
that
the
body
Jericho fight. He's ready. He's been training with the Gooch.
The Gooch. Snoop Dogg's commentary. He said, I'm ready for this shit. Come on.
Yeah, Snoop's been killing it on the commentary. Gave Sasha Banks a shout out. Snoop's putting that Contender Series.
Woody Forrest says y'all shouldn't be paying to have your comments read. That's ridiculous. Well, you got one for free, dork.
Hey. Oh,
Red Fox says, thanks, Shaq and SRS, for showing me where to go. I love these watch-alongs. Need more of these during wrestling shows and pay-per-views. Hey, I'm open to anything if they take off. I could think of few things that would bring me more joy than tasking Jeremy with doing a watch-along of a 4-hour WWE pay-per-view, but enticing him via a cut of the super chats. High spots and high heels. That's Queen Hannah says. Jake calling out Connor. Please. Oh, she got on that one because you timed her out, Jeremy.
Why she on that account? What happened there?
So
No,
Mike Tyson.
no, we're not finishing that stream at all.
So and you got called out for not having the chair. Oh, wait, no, that was a different one. You moved a different setup. But yeah, looks like a space toilet. But I got to give round 1 to Mike Tyson, and they are not scoring rounds. But round 1 goes to Tyson.
We'll score it for him.
Tyson, yeah, let's have our unofficial scorecards. I say that was definitely a 10-9 round for Tyson. Roy Jones did his moving around thing that I thought he was, but Tyson, to his credit, cut him off really, really well.
Yeah.
Tyson's ready to go. I told you guys.
I'm very impressed with this, and he's probably gassed out now, but you know what? That one round made me very happy to see.
Sorry to keep bringing this back to pro wrestling, but were you not hoping for a Mike Tyson cameo when the Inner Circle did that whole Hangover,
the Vegas thing?
Parody? Yeah.
I think that if this fight weren't about to happen, he would have done one.
Yeah.
He would have had to punch Jericho because they were setting up the match that never happened.
Never happened. You know, Roy Jones Jr. said that if all goes well tonight, what he believes is next for him is Anderson Silva. How do you guys think? At this point, with basically no one willing to offer Anderson Silva a contract, are you down with Roy Jones?
Yeah, for sure. We were talking about that before we went on the air.
Yeah, Sean is all for this Anderson Silva Roy Jones Jr. boxing match, and I'm just like, I'll watch it because I'm dumb. But is this something we really need?
I'm all about it. I want this. I mean, look at the buzz around this. Our second most listened to, watched MMA podcast of all time is an Alberto Del Rio, Tito Ortiz watch-along.
Yes. Like,
people love stupid stuff like this. Like, this fight that we're watching, Tyson and Jones, is stupid, and I love it. I love it.
You can have a refined palate and still head to the drive-thru at McDonald's and wash it down with a 6-pack of Mountain Dew. I mean, John Ross Sapp is sitting here drinking Minute Maid every hour of the day.
You know what I ate? You know what I'm going to eat tomorrow? I'm going to eat filet mignon. You know what I ate tonight? Cheetos, Snickers, and a Pepsi. And also, how about this one, guys? I got Mike Tyson's next opponent lined up. Bob Sapp.
I will pay for all of this just out of stupidity. I'm for Bob Sapp and Mike Tyson.
So this Tyson Jones match is starting to look more and more like Jake Paul and Nate Robinson. It's basically just all clinch work.
Jake Paul and Nate Robinson were throwing some haymakers. Robinson was trying to. He was just charging forward with his chin down.
I feel like there is no bigger discrepancy between pro fighters than 1-0 and 0-0. Like, it is such a bad idea to get into any sort of combat sports against someone who's actually done it. There's just so many like jitters and intangible. You know what they talk about, like octagon jitters? It is. I can only imagine how bad it is when you've never been in a professional fight against someone who has.
Tank Bearclaw says the distraction is taking over. Hot dog.
Tank, that's our guy. That's who got us the Gilbert cameo.
So the money line, I was legitimately surprised, Jeremy, that when you brought up that Mike Tyson was the favorite, because I look at this as Roy Jones Jr. is a younger guy, but he was active as of like 2.5 years ago. But as I see them standing in the cage, Mike Tyson's in better shape. Mike Tyson has better technique. Who do you all think won that second round?
Tyson with the late body shots. It was the body shots after the bell.
I'll have to see the stats. Reminder, guys, leave a thumbs up on this video. That stuff helps. Subscribe while you're here. Oh, they're sucking wind.
Here we go, third round.
They looked so much better when they were flexing at the weigh-ins. They looked so much better at the weigh-ins.
Dude, Roy Jones was looking rough at the weigh-ins. Like, he could barely walk.
Okay, round 2. That's Tyson. Tyson
has some power still.
Yeah, that's why I thought he would win this.
And even if he doesn't have power and he fought Bob Sapp, all he's got to do is huff and puff and that's it for Bob Sapp. It's just, to me, it's like, why didn't they go, like, they could have done this on an Indian reservation and they could have not had like any rules whatsoever. They could have managed to make this, I don't know.
I thought there were going to be fans, just because why wouldn't you just bring fans into this if you're going to do this?
So, Sean Ross Sapp, tell me right now, from your sort of impression of what's happening, was Jimmy Van right? Is Mike Tyson high on the devil's lettuce?
So I got upset about that. There are a lot of things that Jimmy accuses me of getting upset about, like him saying that 35 was pushing 40, which is not, by the way. Although I will say Otis at 28 years old is pushing 40. That is real. But he said Mike Tyson might be hopped up on weed. And it was like, Jimmy. And he was like, well, I've dealt with some people that know. And I'm like, yeah, but he wasn't fighting when you dealt with them. It was just other stuff. Like maybe Mike Tyson's going to spark up about an hour after this. Sure. But he ain't going in there high.
Dude, Mike took an edible before this. It takes a little while to kick in. So it'll kick in at the end of the round, whatever. They're
subject to VADA testing. So they're not getting high before.
Are they really doing all this?
They're subject to VADA testing.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, that was a mistake right there.
I don't know if I should be upset with Sean because of the sort of like pull he has, or with Hannah for mentioning it, but I have people tweeting me about the toilet-esque bar stool I've got next to me right now.
His old setup used to look like he was in a spaceship, and that looks like it belongs in that spaceship.
You know what? I'm not mad. Do you have a studio outside of your home, Sean? Because I do.
Do you?
It's my dad's basement suite. So don't have me like that.
It counts.
I live in my girlfriend's parents' basement suite, and I work out of my dad's basement suite.
I have a studio in my home. Red Fox 44.
My old home.
Red Fox 44 says, "Good thing there isn't a lot of people there. Crowd would have oxygen deprivation." Oh, Billy Torres. I legit thought it was a toilet. Thank you, Billy. Billy, always on our Facebook streams. Thank you so much, Billy. A big contributor to our Facebook group as well. We appreciate you. As we hit round 4, who do y'all have winning round 3?
Yeah, I'm stuck watching UFC at the same time. So
oh my God,
come on. For this.
Come on.
I have the internet winning round 3.
Yes. Oh man.
Okay, I will. We're on post fight interviews. You got my attention, dude. Roy Jones looks terrible. And reminder, I was born in '95, so this is more or less my first live impression of Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fighting.
Man,
I can't wait to tell my kids about the time I saw Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight with Snoop Dogg on commentary.
Also, the Kobe tribute get up for Roy Jones Jr. I respect it. But I love this because you can tell that Mike Tyson's taking it seriously. And that's what I appreciate. Oh, man. I also like that the ref is like, this is an exhibition. I'm going to let them have a Muay Thai fight right now.
Well, he was.
Oh, man.
You know what? Let me say this. From my brief experiences watching freak show boxing, it seems like these referees have a huge bias. Like when Logan Paul and KSI and even Nate Robinson, Jake Paul were doing all this grappling, the ref wasn't having any of it. And the ref was cracking jokes. This guy is just letting Tyson and Jones do whatever the hell they want.
Well, it's an exhibition, so the rules are like he's there to count the pin, so to speak. And the thing is, he's not even allowed to count a pin here because they said that they'll step in if it gets out of control. If there's a bad cut, it's over.
So
there's a real market for this, though, because this is
100%.
all anybody's talking about today.
Guys, what Bare Knuckle FC is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you not see the 139-pound woman in Russia whoop the 529-pound gargantuan of a man? There's a market for everything in combat sports.
High Spots and High Heels says 95. Damn. Talking about the year you were born. I'm surprised too.
Were you aware of my age before you even like humored the idea of hiring me, Sean?
No, not at all. No, I didn't know how old you were until last week when you mentioned it on the show. I had no idea.
We don't make mistakes.
Jobber says space toilet and swords. Am I high? Well, I bet you Mike Tyson is right now. That's what Jimmy says.
Oh, jeez.
Mike Tyson is winning this fight, and it's not even close.
No.
Yeah,
Y'all did not pay enough attention to the weigh-in yesterday if you thought Roy Jones Jr. was going to win this fight. This man came out here, could barely walk, wasn't taking it serious. Mike Tyson, I told you, he's training for the Jericho match. He was ready to go.
5 rounds in, do you get the sense that these guys are pulling their punches this exhibition, or do you think at least Mike is really going for it?
I don't think Tyson is. I don't think Jones has any punches to pull, but I got to say, we are getting analysis from Jeremy Lambert, noted Strike Force superfan who attended every single event live. From what I understand, you were there. You sold my comment about how you would watch fights with Big Black from Rob and Big. He was always there.
He was. I never met him.
I think I did, actually.
Really?
I think I met him in Nashville. High Spots and High Heels. Shaq is pushing 30. Oh, man. Jimmy Van is watching this fight right now. I mean, that's the thing. It even has like the entrance.
500-foot monitor.
Yeah, he's got a movie theater in his house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how Chris Jericho was watching our game stream earlier.
Yeah. I'm getting more and more tempted to get Parsec or whatever I need to do the game stream.
We're waiting on you.
It'll happen. Oh, nice. Mike Tyson is beating Roy Jones Jr.'s ass right now.
Yeah. Wait. Does one judge have it for Roy Jones Jr.?
Well, these are all celebrity judges.
Who the hell is Vinny Pazinza? And what sort of celebrities are these?
Celebrities.
Okay, wait. Let me figure out who these celebrity judges are. We're throwing that term around loosely.
I mean, that's Vinny Paz, man. He was a pro boxer for a lot of years.
I was born in '95. Stop outing me.
That's a fair point. I'll say this: his best work was when you were not alive.
Yeah.
So he's a pro boxer, you're telling me, and he's scoring this for Roy Jones Jr. right now. I mean, maybe I don't know what I'm talking. Maybe Sean doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh man, Roy Jones Jr. has had it. He is toast.
Is Vinny Paz from Jedi Mind Tricks?
What?
From what?
Yeah, isn't he like? Aren't him and Luke Thomas like best friends? Dude, Vinny Paz is a rapper. What are you doing, John?
Okay, well, that's what it's
Both
based.
of you guys are just being fools tonight.
Okay, so
Vinny Paz was about.
I just want to say it's based off of the name comes from the boxer.
You think Mickey Gooch is watching?
You know he is.
Yeah, the Gooch brought him up earlier.
That's the Gooch. I mean, Jeremy, you had to have gotten him more attention outside of that program than anybody had.
Oh, 100
years.
100%. Just that.
You ain't used to date Rebel Wilson?
Who used to date Rebel Wilson?
He did.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Gooch
he
did.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson has not slowed down a lot since the first round.
I got this dead wrong, guys.
Yeah, I thought Roy Jones Jr. would win this. I thought it would be him kind of carrying a guy who hadn't boxed in 15 years. I was completely wrong.
Noted boxing expert Jeremy Lambert.
Yeah.
I want that as my new title. If we can make that happen, please.
It's all those Fei Zhao fights that you saw in person. That's what it was. All the Fei Zhao Cavalcante fights.
Can I get a shirt? Noted by boxing expert.
Yes. Red Fox 44 says this can't be a shoot, can it? Yeah, it is. It completely is.
Okay, I can't with Vinny Paz here. He scored the last round 10-10.
It was too close to call, man. He had to do it. He had to do it.
Mike Tyson looks like he's already aged like 5 years during this fight.
Anybody who is scoring. Wait a second. Vinny Paz has this 50-47 Jones.
Vinny Paz is a fool.
Okay, Vinny Paziena. So that is. Oh, I'm confused. Let's make sure.
Who are the judges? Okay, wait.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the actual boxer
okay.
Because it has his full name.
Okay.
And it's amazing that he boxed for so long and knows jack shit about it.
Yes, all three are boxing champions.
Yes.
Can't confirm.
The fight over Vinny Paz's name is more interesting than
Listen,
Tyson.
if this is your first time exposed to Fightful MMA, I just want to remind everyone this is not a boxing channel. Please do not judge me based on my boxing knowledge.
Also, I need both of you to hit up Weed Maps about sponsorships. I mean, come on.
I told you.
I know you've got experience, Jeremy.
Look, let's. I think I've confirmed that I have. They email me. I'm like, it's all legal here, guys. What do you want me to do? I'd love to use your service.
Like I said before, Canadians are not allowed to cross the border if they admit to any activities deemed illegal by the U.S. federal government. So
check out this sweet overlay I'm going to start using soon. Bam!
I saw that when we did the Luther interview. I was like, the Twitter gimmick isn't there, so I don't know.
Yeah, we have to have them set up and put on there. We can't just add to StreamYard, but
that's why I have to get Joseph's graphic updated because he decided to rebrand.
Yeah, we're having it done. I sent that along.
I know.
I mean, they got the butt cheeks logo done for you, so it takes time. These things.
To me, I think that we wearing a mask.
What is it?
Why is this referee wearing a mask?
Better safe than sorry.
Well, first it's below his nose.
Those body shots.
And he's getting right in between them. And these two old men are breathing heavy.
Roy Jones Jr., he's got to be knackered after those two bodies. He looks like Whoa Vicky. I don't know if you all doing the short punches. The greatest fighter of all time, Whoa Vicky. That was amazing. Oh, Jesus.
Create the imaginable wants a fight update. Okay, well, Roy Jones Jr. looks like a slob, unfortunately. Mike Tyson is turning his already flabby stomach into mashed potatoes. And I mean, no offense, Roy Jones is in better shape than I am. And Vinny Paz does not know how to score a fight.
So Vinny Paz was not at WrestleMania 11. I think he refereed Bart Gunn Butterbean at WrestleMania 14 or 15. It was
15.
Rob Wilkins says, "Can we get Jake Paul versus RuPaul versus Ron Paul?" Oh man,
I bet RuPaul's got a Main Street
going towards the guys. I appreciate that
fight.
Amazing. Queen Hannah. It's like, nah, Roy.
Oh, wait, why is she talking?
I got to make him look strong. She said in Super Chat. Stop banning
me. My channel needs this.
Yes.
Stop sabotaging me. He's got the distraction. People are watching his video game streams. He's got a big head now. He just wants to come and sabotage the little guy.
Get out of here, okay?
Stone Osborne, one of our good friends, updating on what we're missing on UFC. Stop airing out his nuts.
I mean, sometimes you got to.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Hannah.
Oh, go away.
Although she did call my dad's chair a toilet, so we're still working through that one, but we're on the right track.
Damn, you got to feel good for Mike Tyson here. I mean, he's still doing it right now. This has got to be like a major, like, moral victory, even beyond the fact that he's beating Roy Jones Jr.'s ass.
Yep. Round 8. He's faster. He's stronger. Like
Dude,
anywhere you thought where Roy Jones would have a beat, he's being outclassed.
I'm very worried Tyson's going to spin this off into like another fight.
Oh, he will. Why wouldn't he? He's gonna make over $1 million. As that guy said about the Pet Rock on Office Space, he made $1 million. That guy made $1 million. There's no way. $50 for a pay-per-view. Tyson's gonna get that money.
Well, keep in mind, I think I might be a couple seconds ahead, so I'm gonna leave it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, Mike Tyson is working on some sort of old man's league cross-genre situation where any retired athlete can come and engage with people of, similar body type and similar diminishing
bully
brain health.
beatdown.
Bully beatdown.
What a show that was.
Oh man, I would pay tons of money to see bully beatdown with just old man fighters.
Did Tyson just fake a kick? Here's the thing. You can fake the kick. But if you don't land it, what's it matter?
Yeah.
I used to do it to my cousin in basketball. I'd pretend I'd punch him. I'm like, it's only a foul if I actually punch you. Ooh, nice.
For those not watching, Tyson is just ripping Roy Jones to the body. Like, hard, mean. Chris Jericho's in trouble.
That was nasty.
This is why Chris Jericho ducked out of this program with Tyson.
He's not gonna want the smoke after this.
Oh, he's like the Judas effect. Tyson, that ain't working on Mike.
Oh man. Could you imagine being Mauro Ranallo and Israel Adesanya and who else is on the broadcast? Sugar Ray Leonard? Trying to sort of like appease Snoop Dogg's boxing analysis. You just gotta listen to him go up on these technical tangents when you all know he's full of shit.
Yes.
Kind of gotta do it.
Man, good on Mike Tyson. Good on Mike Tyson. Somebody says kicks are not allowed in boxing. This is not MMA. Well, the kick didn't land.
Yeah, he didn't throw it. He faked it. If you bite on that kick in a boxing contest, that's your fault.
Exactly.
You know he can throw it or let him throw it and get DQ'd.
I love it. Somebody sent me a tweet and said, worst fight of all time. Nah.
Bro, it wasn't even the worst fight tonight.
No. No, yeah.
I take it you did not watch the thriller that was Norma Dumont versus Ashley Evans Smith. It was so bad the UFC didn't even put out a highlight tweet.
Wow. That fight is going to be like the Atari ET cartridges. They're going to find it buried in a landfill one day. And you are too young for that reference.
No. I am well aware of. You'd be surprised how much retro gaming knowledge I have.
Queen Hannah says Snoop was singing hymnals. Snoop is proof. I think a lot of Sean O'Malley's early success was because of Snoop.
Agreed.
In his commentary on Dana White's Contender Series.
Great. On that note, we have UFC fighters sharing their favorite celebrity encounters video being re-uploaded tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. And there's a fighter on there who was at the Contender Series that night and did get to light up with Snoop Dogg. So
nice.
Hit that subscribe button.
I think Mike Tyson won all 8 rounds.
Are we going to get a screwy decision here because it's boxing?
Well, there's no winner announced.
Oh,
there's no winner announced. There's no scores actually kept. It's just we are all in an understanding that Mike Tyson won this fight. We are in a general understanding, and we are also in a general understanding that he needs to fight Artem Lobov now.
Sean, do I need to post some sort of highlights article for that fight?
Yes.
You do. What do you always tell me if you have to ask it?
Yes, if you have to ask, the answer is yes.
Do it. Yeah.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I mean, you gotta.
Just don't ask, Shaq.
And mainly you gotta because I was going to, and then you just alluded to me that you were going to. So now because I mean, what else are you writing during this UFC show? Hold on,
bro.
Hold on.
It's such a bad card. I can't.
Hold on. Why are there no scores? Because it's an exhibition. I think they're going to discuss the scoring, but officially there's supposed to be no scoring. Mike Tyson won this. I said that this is like T-ball. Like, no matter what, they're going to tell you it's a tie at the end, even though we know it's not.
Yeah.
I personally, I scored this 30-27 Melvin Gillard.
We have someone asking why there are no scores. Yeah, basically, it's an exhibition bout. The California State Athletic Commission would not sanction it as a real fight. So the closest you're going to get to a winner or a score is the brief glimpses of the celebrity scorecards you saw at the bottom of the screen there. So Mike Tyson won.
Give me fights like this once every 2 months. I love this.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. And people are asking about if the WBC will score it. They will, sort of, with these celebrity judges. But the point is, you're not going to see it on Wiki tomorrow. So
is this a celebrity fight? Yes, it is.
Joseph was telling me that Tito Ortiz was supposed to be on this card fighting Badu Jack.
Yeah, that was pitched.
Could you imagine?
Who in their right mind thought that was a good idea?
Well, the great thing is Tito is not in his right mind.
Oh, yes,
at all.
But my God,
he's not in his wrong mind. He has none.
I know Tito showed off great hands against Alberto Del Rio and Zombie Chuck Liddell, but come on now.
I just think it's amazing that he won 6 of his last 7 fights. Or 5 of his last 6, rather.
He took the right opponents.
Is this a fair headline for the article? Video highlights Mike Tyson treats Roy Jones Jr. like a punching bag.
There you go. Lead with Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. That's better for SEO. A little behind the curtain for you guys. It's always better to lead with Mike Tyson's name.
All right.
Oh, man. Got people shilling stuff in our chat, man. Come on. Queen Hannah says Snoop Dogg is better than Jerry Lawler in commentary. Objectively.
Yeah.
What? They say
Do you want to fill us in here, Sean?
they scored it a draw.
I mean, if you're going to score, if there is no scoring, then
I just want to say they scored it a draw, and Mike Tyson's like, yeah, I'm fine with that. And Roy Jones Jr. is like, no, I'm not fine with that. The exact opposite.
Roy thought he won. I mean, that's a true pro.
Mike Tyson beat that ass. Jesus.
Roy's angling for that rematch is what he's going for here.
Get Israel Adesanya up there and do a square off with Mike Tyson right now. Right now. That's ridiculous. Jesus. And I guess somebody's saying trying to get that rematch money. No, come on.
Exactly.
Come on. They ain't doing that.
They're not doing that. Are you kidding me? Have you seen what's happened this year?
Oh, man.
Did I just miss a finish on the UFC card? Yep. Yes, I did.
Is it the main event on the UFC card, Shaq?
It's about to be. That's what's up next.
All right. I'll watch.
Anthony Smith.
Yeah.
Devin Clark. 3 rounds. Scrap.
I thought it was still 5.
No, for some reason. I'm guessing because they both agreed to it reportedly. My guess is the athletic commission said no.
Oh, okay.
I have no insight into
I was looking forward to Blades and Lewis.
Yeah, I was too. I think
the only thing worth watching.
I think Blades will be a UFC champion one day.
Yeah. I mean,
he's great.
Fine. Maybe I'll watch
after Francis Ngannou and Stipe Miocic retire.
No, I legitimately think he could beat Stipe Miocic. I don't think he's going to beat Ngannou because Ngannou will keep throwing his fist towards his general direction. I think he could probably beat Stipe Miocic. I think he's that good, especially as an MMA wrestler. Queen Hannah says, he said, I wear draws. I don't do draws.
See, Joseph said, run it back. Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, I'm okay. This is enough for me. if you're gonna go down this route, at least spice it up a bit. Let's get Anderson Silva in there. Let's get Chris Jericho in there.
We're gonna triple a tag team match. Oh, I'm for
Well,
this.
that was the fight, guys. Your thoughts, feelings, emotion, boxing expert Jeremy Lambert.
I mean, I was correct. The fight played out pretty much how I thought it was, minus the KO. And come to me for more of your boxing scoops.
Shaq, your thoughts, your plugs, get them in.
Yeah, man. My highlight of this fight was the super chat donations and people openly mocking my dad's furniture. So
well, you know what? Guys, you all should come donate more super chats on Friday afternoons. Shaq is here.
Yes,
we're going to be doing some more live streams, especially on big shows. But check out Jeremy's content. He's dropping great stuff all week long.
I agree.
On Fightful.com. Shaq is as well. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, we're out.